Do not come into my presence without a mask. You don't have the right to spew your deadly disease upon me and cause my death because you don't want to wear a mask. Stay the hell out of my face. Stay the hell from around me. Don't come around me. Don't come around mine. If you don't want to put on a mask, then don't come around me. You don't have the right to kill me because you're ignorant and too ungodly to put on a mask. I sent out dropped a tweet earlier today. And the tweet that I dropped was this: you don't have to use an umbrella outside when it rains, nor wear a coat outside in cold weather, or wash your hands after using the bathroom. Neither wear a mask during the coronavirus pandemic. Most fools don't wear masks. However, all wise men do wear a mask. Let me read that to you one more time. You don't have to use an umbrella outside when it rains, or wear a coat outside in cold weather, or wash your hands after using the bathroom. Neither wear a mask during the coronavirus pandemic. Most fools don't. However, all wise men do. Thank you, Mr. Engineer. I am convinced that when this whole story is told, there are going to be millions of people that are going to die, not because they didn't wear a mask, but check this out, because other people didn't wear a mask. Now, I have a video I want to show you about how the droplets that carry germs, the coronavirus germs and other germs as well, influenza, how those droplets that flow from your mouth from a cough or a sneeze, how far they travel and how effective they are. Now, keep in mind, what I want to show you, you don't have to wear, because people say, I'm not going to wear a mask. You don't have to. You also don't have to use an umbrella. You also don't have to put on an overcoat in the wintertime when it's cold. You don't have to wash your hands when you leave the bathroom. You don't have to wear a mask, and most fools don't. But of the 3 to 20 million people that are going to die, probably by the end of 2021, if not sooner, will be not because they did not wear a mask, but it's because others did not wear a mask. Mr. Engineer, if you roll that demonstration of how the droplets travel when a cough goes forward.
Heavy cough. 3, 2, 1.
Inside this lab at Florida Atlantic University, 2 engineering professors are measuring the power of a cough.
2, 1.
Using a dummy, they fill its mouth with a mix of glycerin and water. Then, with a pump, force the dummy to cough. Then wait to see how far the droplets travel. They fill the air, visible with the green laser light, simulating what happens when we cough.
It generates particles on the order of 10 to 20 microns, which is roughly close to what the smallest droplet sizes are when we cough.
Take note how quickly the simulated respiratory droplets spread.
1.
The droplets expelled traveled a distance of 3 feet almost immediately. Within 5 seconds, the droplets were at 6 feet, then 9 feet in just about 10 seconds. Remember, 9 feet is 3 feet beyond the recommended social distancing guidelines.
It's already reaching roughly 9 feet now. It's still moving farther slowly.
The fog of droplets lingered in the air, but kept moving forward, taking just another 30 to 40 seconds to float another 3 feet.
Okay, it's getting closer to 12 feet now.
Yes, he said 12 feet. Over and over again, the simulated droplets blew past the 6-foot mark, often doubling that distance.
Okay, it has passed 3 feet already, approaching 6 feet. And it looks like it has crossed 6 feet. And now it has slowed down.
How long might they linger at 9 feet and 12 feet? So at 9 feet, they could linger for, provided still air, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, but the concentration is less than what it would be at say 6 feet by about a factor of 8.
The professors say the droplets become less dense the further they travel, but they still hang in the air, still with the ability to carry disease. And watch this. Even when we put a simple mask on the dummy, particles still dispersed from the sides of the mask, though they didn't travel very far.
Certainly, if you're not wearing a mask, you're supposed to cough into your elbow. But if you cough into your hand, this is what happens. Let's turn out the lights. I'll put my hand up against the mouth of this dummy and simulate a cough. You can see the droplets spray in all directions. They may not travel as far, maybe about 3 feet or so, but they spray everywhere. And they can linger in the air, possibly for as long as 3 minutes.
Intensity of the cough matters, so we tested a gentle cough too. The lighter cough didn't go very far at all, about 3 feet, but the question remains, how close is too close?
Do you think, based on what you've seen in your own lab, that 6 feet is enough for social distancing?
6 feet is a minimum distance that you should keep. It seems that...
But further is better.
Further is better.
Randy Kay, CNN, Dania Beach, Florida.
All right, so after reviewing this, and these are scientific demonstrations of accuracy, and I didn't know that cough droplets would travel that far. But keep in mind what I'm telling you, that there's a possibility, and a very strong possibility, that from 3 to 20 million people are going to die globally. This is the middle of the year 2020. Probably by June of 2021, and certainly by December of 2021, there could be potentially deaths of as many as 3 million to 20 million people that will die. And here's the issue. That the people that are going to die, they're going to die not because they did not wear a mask. They're going to die because other people did not wear a mask. Now, yesterday I pointed out, because you got a whole lot of these folk running around out here talking about God's going to take care of them. That they can, they don't have to wear a mask because they're in the hands of God. And He's going to, and God, Almighty God, His name is Jesus. He will take care of us. He will. But when the devil told Jesus to throw himself down out in the wilderness where Jesus was tempted by the devil in Matthew's Gospel chapter 4, the devil told Jesus to throw himself down from the pinnacle of the temple, because it's written in the Psalms that God has given His angels charge concerning His people, and they will not dash their foot against a stone. And Jesus said, yeah, that's right. But it's also written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. So when you see people not wearing a mask, they are tempting God. Come on, go ahead. I'm going to walk in the midst of this coronavirus, and I'm not going to get it. So I'm wearing a mask today. I'm wearing a mask today to wake people up to the fact that you need to put on a damn mask. And everybody else needs to understand, running around here on the Daytona Beach and out there in Missouri and everywhere else, running around out there, and in these bars and churches or wherever the hell they are, I want you to understand something. You're wearing a mask. Some of you, not the ones that are running around Daytona Beach and all these beaches and all that stuff, happen on Memorial Day, and everywhere else in the bars, up in Saginaw, Michigan. You're going to die. Not because you didn't wear a mask. You're going to die because they didn't wear a mask. And when you accept the fact, that others don't wear a mask, you're accepting their ability to kill you. When you accept and you say, well, that's their choice, they don't have to, you're saying it's all right for them to kill you with their coronavirus droplets that spread as many as 12 feet. You're accepting it. You ought to be righteously indignant of anybody who doesn't wear a mask. They might not even know. They may be asymptomatic, as they say. Right? They don't even know they have the coronavirus. But they give it to you, and you're in frail health or in good health. Or they give it to your children. On the cotton candy that they're eating on the boardwalk in Ocean City, Maryland. Or in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Your children get it from the cotton candy. Or from touching something in the bathroom. And your 8-year-old boy and your 9-year-old daughter dies of a coronary or a stroke because some other guy out there said, God's going to take care of me. What the hell? And he doesn't put on a mask. But he leaves a droplet in the toilet where your 9-year-old daughter contacts the coronavirus. There'll be righteous indignation. So as a result of that, now when you look at all the people say, we're not going to wear a mask. That's why I'm saying 3 to 20 million people are going to die. Now, here, I think it's important that you understand that you don't have the liberty to let someone who doesn't put on a mask become your murderer. Anyone who doesn't wear a mask, anyone who doesn't wear a mask, M-A-S-K, is a mask, M-A-S-S, murderer. Anyone who doesn't wear a mask, M-A-S-K, is a mask, M-A-S-S, murderer. You don't have to be polite while someone is killing you. If he doesn't have on a mask, if she doesn't have on a mask, then they are potentially your murderer, and you don't have to be polite. You need to wake up. Need to wake up. Put on a damn mask, and lives will be saved. I'm wearing a mask today throughout the entire broadcast, that it might be symbolized. Don't you get in my face without a mask. Don't you come near me without a mask. Don't you spread your deadly disease on me, including the orange painted face orangutan, Donald John Tribulation Trump. Don't you get in my face. Don't you get in my face without a mask. I'm not going to let you kill me. I'm not going to die for you or for nobody else. Put on a damn mask. I'm James Everett Manning, everybody. I'm the Lord's servant. This is a bit of a news blog we do looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.